So a lot of new details are emerging in the Uvalde, Texas school shooting. Overnight, we learned police are facing questions now over the time that elapsed before they finally went inside the school to stop the gunman. The motive remains under investigation. Authorities say the shooter had no known criminal or mental health history. Madeline Rivera has been there in Uvalde, Texas, a community grappling with grief and pain. Talk to us about where we are with the investigation, because some new details coming to light, Madeline.
Good morning, Michaela. And this is a community that's not only grappling with losses, they're also trying to seek answers. And you brought up a good point. One of the biggest questions this morning is why it took so long for police to breach that classroom where the shooting took place. We have seen reports of anywhere from 40 to 60 minutes, which is an extremely long time, especially for parents who want to get updates about their loved ones. So that is going to be the #1 question for today. You know, when you talk to law enforcement, they will defend their response. They say that they had different law enforcement agencies that responded to the scene as soon as this took place. But of course, they're going to face tougher questions about the timeline itself. The other thing that we talked about this morning is how police officers say this tragedy could have been a lot worse. There has been some confusion about whether there was an exchange of gunfire between the school officer and the suspect. And from our reporting with Texas Department of Public Safety, there was an exchange of gunfire. And as a result of that interaction, the suspect did drop a full bag of ammunition. So they say this could have been a lot worse had he been able to go inside the school with all of those rounds of ammunition. It's unclear how many shots the suspect fired and how many he actually had on him, how many rounds of ammunition he actually had on him. But we do know that days before the shooting took place, he bought those 2 guns, only one of which police say he used, and at least 300 rounds of ammunition. So other thing, too, I think that is interesting is police are hoping to get more information from the suspect's grandmother. I'm sure a lot of people know by now that the suspect allegedly shot his grandmother in the face before he headed down here to the school to commit that massacre. And that grandmother is recovering. She is in critical condition. That's the latest update that we got from hospital officials this morning. But she is alive. So they're hoping to get more information from her once she's able to share those details. Michaela.
And also they're trying to comb through, and they have been able to comb through his social media activity in the last week, and we're able to see that he had indeed posted that he was going to commit an act of violence. So according to police, he posted on Facebook that he detailed his plans on Facebook. So that he said he was going to shoot his grandmother, that he shot his grandmother, and that he was going to shoot an elementary school. But Meta, which is the company formerly known as Facebook, says these were actually private messages that were shared with another individual in which he detailed his plans. But as you mentioned, he had no criminal record, no juvenile record, no mental health record. So, not a lot of details regarding his background, Michaela. All right, Madeline Rivera there in Uvalde, Texas. Thank you.